Welcome to our Aer Travel Pack 3 review. I just took this pack throughout Seoul for 5 days and I got some things to say about it. During this review, I'm going to talk about the pros and the cons of this pack. I'm going to pack it out to the brim to see how much we can actually fit in it. And I would stay tuned until the end of the review because I'm going to give some alternative recommendations just in case this isn't the right bag for you. So let's get into it. Let's start off with the gist of the Aer Travel Pack 3. This pack comes in 2 sizes. This one's the 35 liter and this one's the 28 liter. I took the 35 liter with me for a weekend travel. The 28 liter is obviously a bit smaller, but they basically have the same features. For this review, I'm going to focus on the 35 liter though. This pack has some great comfort features from its sternum strap to its load lifters. It's got an expandable water bottle pocket, some compression straps, and some really good organization in the front compartment. Like I said, this guy's the 35 liter, and this is me walking around Hong Kong. For reference, I'm 5'2". It weighs 4.1 pounds. It comes in 3 color options. It also includes Aer's lifetime warranty, and this one's going to cost you about $250 US. And the 28 liter is going to cost you around $230 US. And if you're watching this and you're about to go on a little weekend trip and you want to try out the Aer and you want to make a purchase, we do ask that you use the link in the description below. It's just always going to offer you the best price for these bags. It's going to offer any discount codes that we have going on, and it's always going to help support the Nomads Nation YouTube channel, which we greatly appreciate. Thank you. Now let's get into the front of the Aer Travel Pack 3. For materials, we got Aer's signature 1680D Cordura ballistic nylon. This material is really weather resistant and it just gives the bag a nice sleek look to it. For the front, you got this quick access pocket with this really thick PU coated YKK zipper. And since it's a thick zipper, sometimes a little harder to pull open. So you got these nice pull tabs on the side that Aer puts there, which I just think is very considerate of them. And I love them, I use them all the time. Then once you get in there, it's just a pocket. There's no organization or anything in there. But you do got a little key leash, which I always like to use because if that pocket doesn't have a lot of organization, I don't really feel like fishing around for my keys. I just pop it on the key leash, open it, boom, keys, can always find them. So since there's not a lot of organization there, I'm not gonna throw a bunch of little stuff in there. I'm probably just gonna throw something I need to access really quickly, like my wallet and my hand sanitizer. And that's gonna be all for that pocket because above that, we've got another pocket, and that's where all the organization comes in. We got pocket, 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 pocket. Pockets galore. So I'm gonna start filling it out. I'm gonna put my AirPods in this front little mesh pocket. Right above that, I've got a little zipper pocket with a little bit of depth to it. And in there, I'm gonna throw all my charging stuff so I know that there's a designated spot for them. I'm gonna throw my portable charger, my phone cord, and my computer charger. So that is my charger compartment. Next, we got a little pen slot. Then in this next pocket, I'm gonna go ahead and throw a universal adapter in there. And then right above it, you've got a big slot, a really big slot actually. You could throw books in there, some folders if you've got some paperwork, a Kindle. I'm gonna bring my journal because I always bring one when I travel. And then you've got 2 more at the bottom. And for me personally, I didn't utilize them. This might be pocket overkill for a lot of people. For me, it was. If you've got a lot of tech gear, this compartment is definitely gonna be useful to you. But for me personally, I've only got a few chargers and my adapter, so I don't really utilize these other pockets down here. So for me personally, I'm done with that compartment. Let's zip her back up. Now let's get into the middle of the Aer Travel Pack 3. First up on one side, we've got a pretty cool looking expandable water bottle holder. Just zips right open. And you got this nice mesh material. So at first glance and at first feel, this does not feel super stretchy. I was like, ugh, might only be able to fit my little 16 ouncer in there. But always gotta test the limits, you know? I'm always pushing it. And Aer has done it again. You can fit a big boy in there for extra hydration, no problem. And this guy's a 33 ouncer. And the water bottle doesn't really feel super secure in there. So they do have an extra compression strap and a little D-ring holder. You can clip a carabiner to the handle of the water bottle, clip it in so you know it's nice and secure. But if you got a little thick water bottle like mine, compression strap, barely, it's not gonna make it. So, but it definitely will fit over a smaller water bottle. And then right below the water bottle, we've got a compression strap and another compression strap on both sides of the bottom of the pack. And personally, I am a big fan of compression straps. I'm an overpacker. I like to have multiple options for my outfits. And when this thing's filled to the brim, you just give it a little pull just makes the bag, you know, compress a bit, looks a little tighter, a little cleaner of a fit. And for me, they really come in handy. And then right above that, we got another quick access side pocket. This is definitely big enough to fit your phone if you like putting your phone in your backpacks. But for me, this is gonna be my passport holder. Slide it right on in there so I know it's secure, safe, got its own little designated pocket. And then on both sides, we got some side handles and then one beefy top handle. Like I said, I took this bag with me to Seoul for 5 days. I used it as my carry-on. So I was putting it overhead, and these handles just make it so much easier to take it in and out, no matter what angle the bag is on top. Just makes me feel super strong. I'm just like, one grab, it's out, I got it. We're good to go. All right, now let's get into that main compartment. We got these thick YKK zippers that are also lockable for some extra security. Let's get into there. And we've got a beautiful clamshell style opening. Personally for me, I am the biggest fan of clamshell style openings. Makes me feel like I got a suitcase, and I just always feel like I can fit so much more when it's a big main compartment like this. So for this front flap, we got this mesh compartment. It's gonna be the only form of organization in the main compartment. From my experience, when I'm packing out a bag like this, I like as much organization as possible. But let's say that you don't have any packing cubes, or you don't like packing cubes. I don't know how you couldn't, but this is the slot where I would put smaller things to keep them organized, like my socks or my undergarments. So that's what I'm gonna put up there. And when I took this to Seoul, I only brought 2 packing cubes, so I actually did put all my socks and undergarments up there. And then for the main compartment, I did miss. There is a little hidden pocket right here on this side. And like I said, since it's a little hidden, you could throw maybe some backup cash in there. When you leave your bag, you can move your passport in there and then lock it up with those lockable zippers so you know it's safe. And speaking of hidden, under this here, we've also got this little guy right here for an air tag. So that way, you will never lose your bag ever. So let's start packing it out. Like I said, packing cubes, my favorite. Changed my life for organization in a compartment like this. I use the Air packing cubes because they're also compressible. I'm gonna throw all this right at the bottom. It's got all my outfits in that I wear during the day. Got a smaller packing cube that's like for my pajamas and chill clothes. And then finally, I'm using Air's DOP kit as well for all my toiletries and little items. So we've got a nice organized main compartment. Let's close it on up. Oh yeah, beautiful. And then as you see, the bag is kind of sticking out a little, but that's what these little are for. Let's compress this baby. Compress, 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 compress. And look, just makes a little bit of a difference, makes it more slim fitting so it doesn't look as huge on a smaller person like myself. And then finally for the middle, right up top, we got a little sunglass compartment. You can put them in a case if you want, but this baby is lined with microfiber materials, scratch resistant. So I'm just throwing these little babies right in there. All my stuff's good in there. Let's get into the back of the Aer Travel Pack 3. First up for the back, we got the laptop compartment, PU coated YKK zips. Just got that extra bit of weather resistance going on. One side we got a little pocket, which I presume is where you're supposed to put all of your chargers and cords and tech stuff. But when I'm putting my laptop in here, I just think that's gonna add a lot more bulkiness to the back of the bag. And I kinda wanna distribute the weight out a little bit so it's not so back heavy. And there's not that extra bulk back here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw my laptop in here. You can fit up to a 16-inch. You've got really nice microfiber materials. So if you want to throw your laptop in there without a protective case, it's not going to get all scratched up. You got some nice padding, and then you've even got an extra sleeve down there for a tablet. I do think it's really nicely padded, but since I'm traveling, I want extra protection for my laptop, so I'm always gonna double wrap it. Stick it right on in. This is my MacBook 13-inch Pro. There we go. Easily fits in there. And then you can also put, like I said, another tablet in there. I'm gonna put my iPad Air. Overall, I do think the tech area is nicely protected. It is a little tight though when the bag is fully packed out, so it's not gonna be super easy to grab your laptop, but it's definitely nice and secure if you're traveling and your bag's gonna be moving around a lot. Next, let's talk about the comfort. We got the shoulder straps. Air's always got super thick shoulder straps, really nicely padded. I always think Air is super comfortable and really well ventilated. You got this air mesh material, but with that being said, it does make the bag a little bit thicker, a little bit heavier, but if you don't mind the bulkiness, you're gonna get a lot of comfort. That's why I use this to travel around Seoul, because I knew it was gonna be my most comfortable option. And then to even take their comfort up another notch, we got the adjustable sternum strap, which is magnetic, which is always so fun. That just helps redistribute the weight from your lower back to your sternum. And then even more with the load lifters up top, that helps redistribute the weight even more. We're just taking all the pressure off the lower back and redistributing it more towards the upper. And if you want to take it up another notch, Aer sells a hip belt for this bag, and hip belts just literally make it the most comfortable wear ever. But that's an add-on. We got some dangle stoppers going on here for the load lifters. We've got these right up here. You tuck them in. For the sternum strap, we've got this little dangle stopper. For the bottom, we got this little dangle stopper. But I'm a smaller person and I like my bag super tight, so I wear it usually as tight as it can go. So I still got a little excess dangle. And then we got the back panel. So comfortable, so well padded. You got the air mesh for a little bit of ventilation. You got this cutout for some more ventilation as well. And then there is a luggage pass-through holder too. But I'm not just gonna talk about this comfort. I'm gonna show you myself. I'm gonna throw it on and we can really test it out. Sternum strap, load lifters. And then right under this load lifter, you do got a little D-ring here. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop on a little hand sanitizer right there. Can never be too safe or too clean, am I right? And like I said, super comfortable. These load lifters and sternum strap help so much. Really helps to redistribute the weight. If I was going on a little bit of a longer trip, I would definitely get that hip belt to really take it up a notch. But I didn't pack a lot, so I didn't really need it. It's not super bulky. It doesn't look like a turtle shell out because of those extra compression straps. I will say it is a thicker bag, so if you are traveling somewhere where it's a little hotter, might sweat a little bit more. But all in all, I think this is such a good weekend travel bag. So now let's get into the pros and the cons of the Aer Travel Pack 3. Pro number 1 is gonna be that it's super comfortable, and pro number 2 are gonna be those quick access pockets. But for my cons, con number 1 is gonna be the shoulder straps are just a little bulky, and con number 2 is that it might be pocket overkill for some. And just a reminder, at any point in this review, if you do wanna make a purchase, we do ask that you use the link in the description below. Thank you. But if you stay tuned to this whole review because you're waiting to see my alternatives, I got you covered. Here are my alternatives for the Aer Travel Pack 3. I've got a couple bags that I think would be really good alternatives to the Aer Travel Pack 3, and you can find more information on them in the description below. But my number 1 alternative is gonna be the Deuter Aviant Access. It's gonna be for you if comfort is your main focus, and you don't want as much of a bulkier looking bag, but you don't wanna sacrifice how much you can actually fit in the bag. And also, this one is made specifically for women. And to learn more about this pack, you can go ahead and watch this video right here. And that's all for today. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Leave any comments below for any backpacks you'd like for me to review. My name's Marissa. This is Nomads Nation. Peace.